injury and I'm unable to do a bit at the moment. Those who don't know, I put a sewing needle through my finger, which was fun. I've decided to get out my Simplicity by Spinamaker that I bought a couple months ago actually, and haven't had to use it. So I use a lot of bias binding in my aprons. I get a lot of my bias binding from an Australian company called Ebony Craft, but when you need that special one, like this one I made earlier and this one I made earlier, something special, you can do it yourself. Now this one comes with 6 different sizes in, that are in there, and so I've cut out my bias binding. There's plenty of tutorials online as to how to do all that, so I'm just going to show you how to use the bias binding maker. So here we go. So once your bias binding is cut out, you roll it onto the roller, and then you've got a guide here it goes over. You take the bias binding maker off. This is the 1 inch, so my tape's cut to 2 inches. You then clip it on. Clip it on. You then pull it through over the ironing section. You then clip the top back on. It'll slide forwards. And we now turn it on. There we go. Turn it on, the red light's on. We want to wait for a green light and then we will be able to get going. So now that the green light's on, that means that the iron's hot and ready to go. There are different settings. This is a cotton, so I've got it on cotton max. So what we do now is we simply push run. Now you may need to give it a little bit of a pull. As you get to your join sections, if you have join sections, you will need to make sure you give it a little bit of a pull just to get it through. Different ways to do it. This is how I've done it. This is the first time I've done it. So if you guys have any suggestions on how to do it easier, I'm more than happy to hear that. The bias binding I've made out of a fat quarter is getting me just over nearly 5 meters of bias binding actually. So I'll just show you. I'll just hit stop. So when it comes through, it's come through nice and beautiful, ready to go on an apron or whatever it is you're making. So as I said, if you have any other suggestions, let me know. And yeah, thanks for watching.